Have you ever felt your legs turn cold, heavy, or even numb, even when you're just sitting still? Or maybe your knees ache every time you climb the stairs, and you shrug it off, thinking, well, I'm just getting older, that's normal. But here's the truth. Those aches, that poor circulation, they are not just aging. They are whispers from your body, quiet warnings asking for help. And if you pay attention, you can ease the pain, protect your joints, and get your freedom back without relying only on medication. Now here's what we're going to explore. We'll uncover the hidden science of poor circulation and joint pain, and then walk step by step through natural solutions you can start today. We'll begin with how the food on your plate can transform your blood and joints. Then we'll move into the daily movements that keep your circulation alive. And finally, we'll look at the lifestyle habits that quietly decide whether you age with freedom or with pain. Stick with me, because each piece connects to the next, and by the end, you'll see how small choices can completely reshape the way you age. So let's start at the very beginning, understanding what's really happening inside your body. Because if we don't know the cause, the solutions won't make sense. And once you see why poor circulation and stiff joints happen, the natural fixes will feel not just possible, but necessary. When blood doesn't flow the way it should, oxygen and nutrients don't reach your joints, and that's exactly why they get stiff, inflamed, and painful. Imagine it like a city where the highways are blocked, deliveries can't reach the stores, and soon everything starts breaking down. That's what happens inside your body. And poor circulation doesn't just stop at your knees or hips. It raises your risk of heart problems, varicose veins, even faster joint damage. The body is one system. When one part suffers, the rest pays the price. Let me give you an example. Former President Bill Clinton had heart surgery years ago after years of poor lifestyle choices. His circulation wasn't just about his heart, it was about his entire health. After that, he completely changed his diet, moving toward more plant-based foods, and his doctors reported major improvements in his circulation and joint flexibility. Or take Pope John Paul II. In his later years, he suffered from both circulation issues and severe joint pain from Parkinson's disease. Doctors noted that his limited movement only worsened his stiffness, showing us how vital blood flow and mobility really are. Even someone as powerful as Nelson Mandela spoke about his arthritis in prison. Years of confinement and poor circulation made his joints ache terribly. But when he was freed and allowed to walk, stretch, and move daily, his pain was more manageable. The truth is, whether you're a president, a pope, or a revolutionary leader, the laws of biology don't play favorites. If circulation slows, joints suffer. But here's the encouraging part. With the right natural steps, you can boost your circulation and protect your joints, starting today. So if poor circulation and stiff joints are the problem, the first place to fight back is right on your plate. Because what you eat every day is either fueling inflammation or fueling your freedom. And before we jump into the first solution, your diet, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever struggled with poor circulation or joint stiffness yourself? Drop a comment below and share your experience. It helps remind all of us that we're not alone in this journey. And if you find this helpful, please take a second to like this video and share it with someone you care about. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to Senior Health After 50 so you never miss these practical, life-changing tips. Let's begin with salmon. Salmon is more than just a delicious dinner. It's like medicine wrapped in flavor. This fish is loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, the kind of healthy fat your body craves. Omega-3 calm inflammation inside your blood vessels, keep your circulation smooth, and act like a cushion in your joints so they don't grind and ache with every step. Now, let's bring this down to earth with someone we all know, Barack Obama. During his presidency, he faced stress on a scale most of us can barely imagine. Long nights, endless decisions, constant pressure, and yet he was known for keeping his cool and staying sharp. One reason? He shifted his diet toward healthier proteins, including salmon, to keep his body and mind performing. Doctors have often noted that leaders under that kind of stress need excellent circulation to keep their brains firing and their joints from stiffening. Obama wasn't eating salmon just for flavor. He was fueling his endurance, his clarity, and his longevity. Think about it this way. If grilled salmon can help a man run one of the most powerful nations on earth, what could it do for you? For your knees that ache climbing the stairs, for your hips that feel stiff in the morning, for your heart that works hard every single day. Omega-3 don't care if you're a world leader or a retiree. They go to work the same way inside every body, reducing inflammation, protecting your arteries, and keeping your joints moving smoothly. That's why when you put salmon on your plate, you're not just having dinner, you're giving your body the tools to stay mobile, energized, and strong after 50. 2. Garlic. Garlic might look small, but inside that little clove is one of nature's most powerful medicines. Science shows garlic helps relax your blood vessels, lowers blood pressure, and improves circulation. It's like opening up a clogged freeway so oxygen and nutrients can finally flow freely to your heart and joints. But this isn't just theory, it's something great leaders have understood in practice. Winston Churchill, the man who guided Britain through the darkest days of World War II, was famous for his love of rich, hearty meals, often flavored with garlic. Historians note that even during wartime, he believed in strong, flavorful food to keep the blood strong, and today, medical science proves him right. Garlic's compounds, like allicin, reduce the stickiness of blood, preventing clots, while also calming inflammation that makes joints ache. Think about that. A leader who carried the weight of a nation on his shoulders understood the value of something as humble as garlic. If it helped him sustain energy and resilience through sleepless nights and unimaginable pressure, imagine what it can do for you. When you crush garlic into your dinner, you're not just adding flavor, you're strengthening your circulation, protecting your arteries, and giving your joints a fighting chance. For anyone over 50, garlic isn't just food, it's protection, it's prevention, and it's power served right on your plate. 3. Ginger. Ginger is more than a spice. It's a healer that's been trusted for thousands of years. Modern medicine shows ginger can reduce inflammation, improve blood circulation, and ease joint pain. Its active compounds, called gingerols, work almost like nature's aspirin, calming swollen tissues and helping blood move smoothly through your arteries. Now think of Queen Elizabeth II. For decades, she was known for her discipline and routine, even in the smallest details of her day. And one of her favorites, ginger tea and ginger biscuits. People around her often mentioned how she enjoyed these regularly, even during her long reign. Doctors and longevity experts have pointed out that habits like this, small, consistent choices, helped her maintain energy, mobility, and circulation well into her 90s. When you sip a cup of ginger tea in the evening, you're not just enjoying warmth and flavor, you're reducing stiffness in your knees, improving blood flow to your legs, and giving your body a natural anti-inflammatory boost. And here's the truth, you don't need a crown or a palace to benefit. Ginger works in the body of a queen the same way it works in you. For anyone over 50, a little ginger each day is a simple, powerful step toward keeping your joints flexible and your blood flowing strong. 4. Turmeric. Turmeric, often called the golden spice, isn't just about color in your curry. Inside turmeric is curcumin, a compound so powerful that scientists compare it to natural ibuprofen. It reduces swelling, improves circulation, and keeps your joints flexible. In fact, doctors now use curcumin supplements to help patients with arthritis and blood vessel stiffness. But this wisdom isn't new. Mahatma Gandhi, the man who led India's fight for independence, lived a life of simplicity, vegetarian meals, meditation, and natural remedies. Historians note that turmeric was a staple in his diet. For Gandhi, food was not just sustenance, it was medicine, a way to keep his body resilient during years of imprisonment and fasting. Even with limited resources, turmeric gave him strength, reduced his pain, and kept him mobile enough to continue his mission. Think about that for a second. A leader who carried the weight of an entire nation found healing in the same spice you might have sitting in your kitchen right now. Turmeric doesn't care if you're a revolutionary icon or a senior over 50. It works in every body the same way, calming inflammation, keeping your arteries open, and protecting your joints. So when you stir a little turmeric into soup or enjoy a glass of golden milk, you're not just enjoying flavor. You're giving your body the same natural protection that helped one of history's greatest leaders stay strong through decades of struggle. 5. Fruits rich in vitamin C. Oranges, berries, pomegranates. Fruits like oranges, berries, and pomegranates aren't just sweet treats, they're some of the most powerful medicine nature ever designed. Vitamin C inside these fruits builds collagen, the cushion that protects your joints and strengthens your blood vessels so they stay flexible instead of stiff. And the antioxidants inside berries and pomegranates fight free radicals, slowing down the very process of aging inside your body. Now, let's bring this to someone we all recognize, Steve Jobs. The co-founder of Apple was famously dedicated to fruit. He often followed fruit-based diets, eating oranges, apples, and berries as his daily staples. While his health journey was complex, there's no question that his love of antioxidant-rich foods gave him incredible energy, mental clarity, and youthful stamina through some of the most creative and demanding years of his life. Even outside the tech world, leaders have leaned on fruits to stay strong. In ancient times, sailors carried citrus fruits on long voyages to prevent scurvy, a disease caused by vitamin C deficiency. And today, doctors recommend these same fruits to seniors because they protect arteries, boost circulation, and keep joints from breaking down too quickly. Think about this. Every time you peel an orange, pop a handful of blueberries, or sip fresh pomegranate juice, you're not just enjoying flavor, you're fortifying your blood vessels, protecting your heart, and keeping your knees and hips moving smoothly. For anyone over 50, these fruits aren't snacks. They're a daily investment in stronger circulation, healthier joints, and a body that ages with resilience instead of decline. Food is the foundation, but it's not enough by itself. Your body was designed to move, and every single step you take is like sending a wake-up call to your blood and your joints. Movement is medicine. You don't need fancy equipment or a gym membership to change your health. What your body needs most is consistency, because every single step sends blood flowing through your arteries, feeding oxygen to your joints and keeping them alive. Take something as simple as a 20-minute walk in the morning. It's not just exercise, it's circulation therapy. Studies show walking lowers blood pressure, reduces joint pain, and even improves memory. And think about leaders like President Joe Biden. Well into his 70s, he's often photographed riding his bike or taking brisk walks. His doctors confirm that this kind of daily activity helps keep his circulation strong and his joints mobile, despite the demands of public life. Even the smallest movements matter. Ankle rolls or heel lifts while you're brushing your teeth might feel silly, but they keep blood flowing down to your legs, preventing stiffness and swelling. And here's the perspective I want you to remember. Every single step you take is like oiling the hinges of your body. Nelson Mandela, after years of imprisonment, spoke about how the simple act of walking again in freedom restored his strength and health. Movement wasn't just symbolic, it was biological. It reactivated his circulation and gave his body life again. So whether you're walking to the mailbox, rolling your ankles at the kitchen sink, or taking a morning stroll in the park, remember this: motion is the signal your body has been waiting for. It tells your blood to move, your joints to loosen, and your heart to stay young. Movement keeps things alive, but the way you live day to day decides whether that health lasts. Hydration, posture, sleep, these are the hidden levers that either build you up or wear you down. Live like your blood depends on it. Your lifestyle is the silent force that decides how well your blood flows and how strong your joints stay. First, hydration. When you don't drink enough water, your blood gets thicker, making your heart work harder and slowing circulation. John Kennedy, during his presidency, often struggled with back pain and fatigue. His doctors repeatedly emphasized hydration as part of his recovery routines because even something as simple as water makes blood flow smoother and eases joint strain. Second, movement breaks. Sitting for hours in the same chair is like turning off the pump that keeps your blood alive. World leaders know this. Barack Obama was famous for pacing around the Oval Office during calls, not just for focus, but also to keep his circulation strong during endless workdays. That simple habit of standing, stretching, and walking is the reason his doctors often praised his cardiovascular health, even under immense pressure. And finally, sleep. At night, your body acts like a repair shop. Joints rebuild, blood vessels relax, and your system resets. Look at Margaret Thatcher, who famously survived on just 4 hours of sleep. Later in life, she suffered strokes and cognitive decline. Contrast that with leaders like Jimmy Carter, who prioritized rest and is still living past 90 with resilience. Science is clear. Deep sleep is not a luxury. It's your body's repair mechanism. So think of it this way. Every glass of water you drink, every time you stand up from your chair, every hour of quality sleep, it's like sending a message to your blood and your joints. Keep flowing, keep healing, keep me alive. I once met a patient named Robert, a 62-year-old grandfather. He spent most of his day sitting at a desk, drinking just a couple of cups of coffee, and then collapsing in front of the television at night. He told me his legs felt heavy, his knees ached, and he thought it was just old age. But when we made 3 simple changes, he started carrying a water bottle and sipping all day. He set a timer to stand up every hour and stretch, and he committed to sleeping 7 full hours a night. The difference was life-changing. Within 2 months, his legs no longer felt like concrete blocks. His joint pain eased, and his energy came back. His wife even joked that he moved more like a 40-year-old than a 60-year-old. That's the power of lifestyle. You don't need to be a president or a world leader to benefit. Hydration, movement, and sleep are tools available to everyone, and they can add years of mobility and vitality to your life. So remember this: circulation is life, and healthy joints are your passport to freedom after 50. You don't have to accept pain and stiffness as your future. With just a few daily choices, what you eat, how you move, how you rest, you can take back your energy, your mobility, and your joy. Because aging is not about decline, it's about choosing life, one step, one meal, one good night's sleep at a time. If this message touched you, I'd love for you to give this video a like, share it with someone who needs encouragement, and subscribe to Senior Health After 50. Together, we're building a community that proves growing older can mean growing stronger.